Hi everyone and welcome to this new fun video. I quickly wanted to film a studio tour, an art studio tour for you guys. I will show you everything I made myself, how I decorated this space. If you don't know yet, we bought this house a few years ago and it was very old. And this is an attic and it used to be very like small and dark, and I feel like mainly Evert, who is my boyfriend, did a very good job at renovating this. I do have a full series of renovating the studio space, but I think it's over on my crochet channel because my crochet channel used to be my only YouTube channel. If you're interested, but I will link it in the description. Definitely watch it if you're interested in how we made such a big improvement in this space. Also a disclaimer, I actually was planning to like completely organize this space and make it like pretty for this video, but I'm honestly very tired and I have to film for I think 4 different videos today because I look decent for once. I am very tired, so I feel like I'm gonna keep it honest for you guys and just kind of show it how it is, which is a little bit messy but quite realistic. I mainly use the studio space for doing crafts and sewing, and my computer is here as well. Crocheting I mainly do downstairs in the living room, but just to give you an idea. Also, I asked Evert to film this, but my camera, if you just film with it handheld, I feel like it's very shaky. So I will be using my tripod so that you don't get seasick. So let's start with the studio tour. So if you go upstairs, we have like a new flight of stairs installed here. We didn't do that, we actually paid someone to do that, who actually knows what they're doing. So we have the stairs here and we have this railing that Evert made entirely on his own. I did help like priming and painting it, and the moss details I also did myself. So there is some sturdy railing next to the stairs. And then we have this huge shelving unit that we got on IKEA. We did stain everything, it's all wood and we stained it, and then the little closet space at the bottom we did paint, and I did do all these details myself, so very fun. I'm gonna show you inside of these closets. It's full of fabric just meshed into it, so that's what these closets are for. I'm not gonna show you everything on this shelf because it is a lot, but I'm gonna show you a few examples. Like this strawberry rabbit plushie that I made, very cute, and I made another plushie here as well from the same book, crochet book. Then we have my apple guy that I made in a ceramics class. It has a little butt. Very cute, and you can put things inside. I haven't put anything inside though. This is a little bag my friend made me. It's so cute and it's upcycled. I don't wear it as often, mainly because I use it for decoration and then I forget that I can wear it with my red outfits. But it's so cute and it says happy hooray. I have a few plates here that I painted with ceramic paint. On top of my shelf is my logo that I made out of cardboard that I did use for expositions and market stalls, but now it's permanently on my wall next to a crochet tapestry that I crocheted. It's actually fall right now and I do have a fall version of this tapestry, but I'm just too lazy to switch it out and I feel like nobody really sees it either way. I also want to clarify that almost all of my interior decorations that I have is either thrifted, handmade, or bought at a very cheap store. Here you can see the flowers that Evert gifted me, I think a year ago now, and I just air dried them so that I can have them permanently in my studio space. I made this little heart-shaped box for 1K subscribers over on my crochet/original YouTube channel, so that's always a nice reminder. And this is a picture of me of my last market stall, but I only earned 7 euros, so I decided to never do markets again. This clock is thrifted and we did paint it the same color as our cabinet thingies, as you can see here. But the clock actually doesn't work, but it's nice decoration, I guess. And I also have these crocheted garlands hanging on the wall, and I actually didn't crochet it myself. I bought it for a charity event, but this was before I knew how to crochet, so that's actually very funny because my family was like, oh, you could definitely make those garlands and like sell them, and I'm like, yeah, but I didn't make them. The next part of my studio space is kind of like this wall. I have a huge tapestry that I crocheted. This was my second tapestry I ever crocheted. It's made out of chenille yarn, so it was very annoying to work with, but I love it so much. And I also obviously made a whole video about this tapestry on my crochet channel a very long time ago. And it was based on something I saw in my dream, and dreams is one of my hyper focuses, so it's very nice to make something that I saw in my dreams come alive into this tapestry. Then I have this little chair here, and it's covered in my crocheted blanket that I made. I made it quite recently, and I also have a full video on that on my crochet channel. I just don't really use the blanket as an actual blanket, so it's currently just on this chair. I try to use this corner of my studio as much as possible for filming now and then, but it doesn't get used as much. And then I have this very cute rug that we bought at IKEA on the floor. I also have a very fun moss rug that I handmade myself with a kit by Craft Club. And then you can see some of my amigurumi hanging on the wall. So as you can probably tell, the theme of my studio is a little bit moss themed, but it has like, it's very eclectic and it has a lot going on. So the blanket that I just showed you also was meant to be like a moss inspired, like picnic themed blanket. And then obviously I needed to make this moss rug to hang on my wall next to my murals that I did of moss. And next we're here under the roof. We have installed shelves, and we did make these ourselves, mainly Evict, but I also helped a little bit here and there. When we first got this house, it was like closed off here, so we decided to open that and use the space under the roof for storage. Now, I'm not gonna get too much into detail about these shelves because it's quite messy. And over the months that I've been here, like in the beginning, everything was organized very neatly, but then as you can guess, over the months I got a little bit messier. For example, over there you can see like all my paper sewing patterns, like just thrown in there. I also randomly have my iron on the ground. And I have bought multiple IKEA containers. And I tried to label them all because each box has like their specific category. For example, all my paper supplies, some packaging supplies that I still have. And over in that corner, you can see my whip pile or my stuff that I still need to alter. So it's quite a big mess, but I mean, nobody actually sees it when I'm filming. So it's not that bad. We have installed these wooden beam cover thingies. A fun fact, if you didn't watch my renovation series, Evert actually stained all of these wooden covers to then sand them all again, because when we stained it, well, he stained it, it was completely white and we still wanted to have that wooden detail, so he had to sand it down all over again after staining it. So that was a lot of fun. These wooden beams aren't finished off completely, but we have a lot more renovation work to do in our house, so maybe eventually we will still look at this and finish off the beams eventually. In this corner of my studio, I store most of my yarn. It is kind of organized, but I mainly just plop my yarn that I used on top of it, and then every now and then I kind of reorganize these containers or like boxes. We got these for free from Evict's parents. These are just like cardboard boxes, not very high quality. And then I have my ironing board over here, which I use all the time for sewing. Okay, this is a very fun corner in my craft studio. So first of all, we have this mirror here that always steals the show. Evert actually made it for me from scratch. Well, he bought the mirror itself and then he made the frame for the mirror from scratch. Here we have an apron that I sew myself, and it was my first design that I kind of freehanded. It's sewn so badly. I don't know, like the bias tape I did, I don't know why it looks so bad. It's honestly a very, very bad design, but I do think it looks cute on the background of my videos on this mannequin. This mannequin isn't even my size either way, so I feel like it's a cute accent in the back. On the ground I have a few canvases that I haven't used yet and a little easel. Here you can see fairy wings that I crocheted. Well, I did buy them, I think on Amazon, and then I took the fabric off and then I crocheted my own design. On the ground I have a little rug. I didn't make this myself, sadly. I did buy this at Flying Tiger. I'm not gonna show you everything underneath the roof, but it's again filled with containers and like stuff here and there, like stuff for my jewelry making, clay. I have all my paints in a very big container, and then on the right you can see all my stuff for my crickets. And I think it's just so handy to have it next to my desk. So I do use my Cricut at least once a month for my member rewards. So that's over there. Then we have this little trolley that we got from IKEA. And I'm not gonna go too much into it, but at the top I have all of my stuff for my Ko-Fi rewards. So I keep all my postcards, all my stickers and all my sticker sheets in here, as well as some envelopes and stamps and just everything I need. And I also just keep everything I have left from previous rewards in here. Here I keep some of my old stickers and just miscellaneous stuff. And at the bottom tier I keep all of my nail supply stuff. So my UV lamp and like other tools that I use when I do my nails. Not my nail polishes, that's actually underneath my desk. I know I should really kind of like organize this. I was planning to do that for this video, but I am just so tired. So enjoy how messy it is in everyday life. Okay guys, next we have my desk space. So Evert did make my desk completely from scratch as well. So we did buy the desk legs at IKEA again, and then he made the desk top himself. So it's a very big desk and I have all of this space specifically to sew and do other crafts. I'm gonna show you my desk chair as well. We did buy this one at IKEA as well, and I have this 6-star crochet blanket on top of it. And then I have this other blanket here because it's getting quite cold right now. But yeah, just a regular desk chair. I was also thinking, would it not be fun to like embroider on my desk chair? I don't think I would ever do that, but I do know I can do that with my desk chair. But I feel like it would be a little bit too painstakingly long to work on. It's like a fun idea to embroider your desk chair. I have my laptop here with an extra screen. I have a keyboard, a mouse, and then on the left I have this little purple tray where I keep a lot of my electronical like cables and stuff like that. My desk mat, I actually designed my desk mat myself and I did order it on Redbubble. I think I was making a video dedicated to my Redbubble designs or testing out Redbubble, and one of the things I ordered was my desk mat, but it actually turned out a lot more blue than the original design. Originally it was supposed to be a lot more green, but I'm very happy I have like my own designed desk mat. I think that's so cool. I have a lot of cute desk friends as well on my desk. I did make them all myself. Besides the little frog, I did thrift, and the frog is almost as old as I am because it has a date at the bottom, and it's almost as old as me, which is very old. On my mic I also have this keychain that I made myself, and making it was such a hassle because it's made out of shrink ink and it's a little shaker keychain, and I still think it's so cute. But I just keep it on my mic. I would never use it as an actual keychain because I feel like that would be like my keychain would break so easily. That's also another project that I did for a video. And then here you can see my backboard that we got on IKEA, and I painted it in the same color as my cabinets in my shelf. You can see it here. It just stores a lot of my painting and drawing supplies, like scissors and a lot of my paints, and it's just very handy if I just want to paint something. And I have some paints, some acrylic paints, and my pencil pouch and stuff like that. Now on this piece of my desk, first my printer was in the corner, but I don't have Wi-Fi up till here. So my printer currently is at Evict's desk, and for now I just put my sewing machine there. I also made the sewing cover myself, obviously. We have a little place for Mona to lie down on my desk if she wants to. It actually used to be, I don't know what it is, like a poncho thingy. But now I use it as a blanket for Mona to lay on. I have a cute mirror. I have a little container box full of stuff. I have my iPad here. I mainly also use my iPad if I need to look at graphs. If I'm crocheting with graphs, then I take this with me downstairs. But besides that, I also use my iPad for designing my thumbnails or drawing in Procreate or stuff like that. So I love my iPad. And then underneath the desk I still also store a lot of stuff. There is some more yarn there. I have my nail polishes and stuff like that all underneath my desk, and I try to cover it up with a beach towel. But yeah, I feel like it's a little bit messy still, but maybe one day I will figure it out. Maybe one day. Oh guys, I forgot this little corner of my craft space. It's filled with like art pieces, partly ones that I got from Patreon subscriptions, and also a few that I made myself. So I made this one myself, this one. I think that's all. I have a few stickers of myself as well. Here's a little Polaroid of Evert and I. I did make these disco mushrooms myself. They look very, very bad if you actually look at them, but they do cast a very fun lighting effect. It currently isn't shining on my disco mushrooms, but it does have a very fun disco effect when the light hits just right. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this little quick video of my studio tour. If you have any specific questions or maybe requests, let them know in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed this little tour because it has been a work in progress for maybe 3 to 4 years now. So I'm honestly so happy that I have this space. Every time I sit here and I have a little craft to do, I just feel so happy and blessed. And I honestly wish everyone could have like their little craft space where they can also completely express themselves freely and decorate in their own style. This definitely is 100% my style. I'm very much a maximalist, so I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day or night. Bye bye!